Have you ever heard of a hog plum, or Jocote? Well, this is the tree. It's a very unusual fruit tree and quite rare. You don't find it much. It's somewhat common here in Miami, but it's very hard to look up. I even tried to use one of these plant identifiers that you put on your phone. Actually, it was my friend's phone, and it could not recognize what it is. Now, this plant is a member of the cashew family, which is also what this poisonwood tree is in. And you probably remember when I first started reposting YouTube videos, I made a video about my poisonwood tree. And this poisonwood tree, it's got plenty of little berries on it. It's very large. It's got to be at least 20, maybe 25 feet tall. It's doing really well. Also, this little cotton tree, which has been torn apart by hurricanes, it's still going. Still has its little seeds. A papaya tree has grown up in there. And you can see this is out by the road in front of my home. And you know it's my home because it's the only home in the neighborhood that looks like a forest. But right out here, where everyone can see it and everyone can pick the fruit, is this plant. And if you look carefully, you'll see that up top, there is still a small fruit trying to develop. There it is. This is a somewhat tart fruit. It is not sweet at all. And for those of you that like fruit, or even those of you that like meat, and you want a little something tangy to go with it, you can actually add this to your meat dish. But this plant is unique because it'll grow from cuttings. It needs as much sun as possible. That's why it's out here by the road. I have another one inside the yard, but it's not doing halfway as good. But anyway, this plant, the or Jocote, you'll see it pretty commonly in the Miami area. Cubans, Haitians, Guatemalans, Nicaraguans, they all grow this fruit in their native country, and you can see it is a really popular plant. But I'm not aware of anywhere you can actually buy it, and it's not something that you're going to find anybody growing on any large scale. I have yet to see an orchard of these anywhere in Homestead or any place else. And by the way, they'll grow throughout Florida because they can take cooler weather. They just don't produce as much fruit. This is semi-deciduous. It will lose all of its leaves. That's one of the reasons it's out here, because the grass will grow nicely under it. But anyway, that's a rare and interesting plant that you probably never heard about before. And if you do see one down here, you can see that it has compound leaves. In this case, you have 2, 4, 6, 8. There's like 10. I've seen some with more, like this one over here. This would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I've seen up to 16 leaflets on one compound leaf. This is a really, really interesting tree. And this is about as big as it gets. It won't get much taller than this. The biggest one I've ever seen was about 25 feet tall. This is probably one of the bigger ones. But anyway, just a little something extra. Catch you later.